Greetings. Warrior Fitness here, AJ. Today we're going to be talking about 13 simple ways to motivate yourself right now. Today is Mental Motivation Monday. We're going to get motivated for this week, guys. We're going to get motivated for this week. That's what we're working on today. We're going to find ways to get motivated to push through this week and to continually push every day. 13 simple ways. Right now it's 6:30. Going to give it a couple more minutes, let some more people roll in, come on to the live, and then I'll start with everything for the day. It's going to fall as soon as I mess with it. A few more minutes. Greetings. Hey, Shay. How you doing today? It's Mental Motivation Monday, Shay. We're going to talk about 13 simple ways to motivate yourself right now. That's what we're working on. We're going to give it a couple more minutes, get a little bit more people to come in. Ooh, I'm glad you blessed. I say. That's what we need today. We need that positive energy starting this week off. It's Shy. Gotcha. My bad. That's perfect. Shy. Well, I'm AJ with All Warrior Fitness. Let's see. I'll give it about 2 more minutes. We'll start about 6:35. I usually start at 6, so might have got a lot of people messed up when I had to switch the time today to 6:30. I gotta stay hydrated. Greetings. I'm gonna get started, Shy. I'll give you this work. Other people chime in, they'll be able to go back and see the video on my YouTube channel, and also I'm gonna have the video on my page for the little snippet, but it'll be in my story as well. All right, today we're talking about the 13 simple ways to motivate yourself right now. So we'll look at it from this point of view. Despite all your best efforts, despite all the praying, despite all the habit changing, the flowing, you're trying to find your passion, through all of that, let's just say that failed for right now. And I won't even call it a failure. I'll call it more of, it just didn't work out right now. So I'm going to give you 13 motivational steps to emotionally pump yourself back up right now, to get restarted, to regrow, to start something new, and to go to the next phase and next level so you can start progressing and manifesting what you want in your life. Greetings, Shelly. So the first one we're going to deal with is the why. Focus on a dull task doesn't make it any more attractive. Zooming out and asking yourself why you're bothering in the first place will make it more appealing. So if you can't figure out that why, then there's a good chance you shouldn't bother with it in the first place. So find out your why. Why are you doing this thing? Or why are you trying to start this business? Why are you trying to start this community center? Or why are you, whatever you're trying to do and manifest in your life, why are you trying to work this job to make this money when that job might not be for you right now? So the biggest question right now is the why. Why? Why do you want to do it? What is the purpose behind it? Why do you want to do it this way? Find out what that why is to help yourself motivate. Second one I'm gonna say is go for 5. Start working on whatever you're trying to do for 5 minutes straight. Often that little push will get you going. will get you pumped and motivated for whatever you're working on. Because 9 times out of 10, you're procrastinating, or you're waiting for something, some sign, or you're waiting for something to get you going and knock you up and be like, hey, all right, let me get going. It doesn't always work that way. Sometimes you have to get started. You have to put one foot in front of the other and take those steps. Once you start taking those small steps, I promise you, more steps will happen. And you will motivate yourself because you'll start seeing yourself progress, and you see you making progress with whatever you're trying to do. And once you do that, that's when you're going to get more motivation inside yourself. And then that's when you start telling yourself more mentally, I got this. I can do this. I don't even know why I was waiting so long. I done wasted time. I should have had this knocked out months ago. It's just motivation. It's just getting yourself ready for it. Our third one would be just move around. Get your body moving. If you want to be extremely motivated to do something, fake it. Fake it if you have to. Get your body moving, exercise, fake it. Fake like you excited. Fake like everything is, oh yes, I'm about to do it right now. Oh man, this is going to be the best thing ever in the world. Whatever you got to do to trick your brain and your mind to get yourself going. Because that's all you're doing. You're not lying to yourself. You're tricking yourself. Because once you get that body and your moment and your motivation and you get your adrenaline and everything going, I promise you, you will push toward whatever you're trying to do. You definitely will. Greetings, shot of honey. You will push whatever you want. But you have to first take them steps. Take them steps. After you take them steps, guess what the next step is? Find the next step. It might seem impossible to work on a project for you. You could keep looking at that piece of paper, and I'm telling you, I've done this for the past couple months when I was working on a few things. I would look at that piece of paper, and I would sit here and think, this is going to take forever. Oh, man, I got to do all this research. Oh, man, I got to do this. Oh, man, I got to go read this book. Oh, I got to write this. All I'm doing is programming myself in my subconscious to defeat myself, to stop myself. I'm holding myself back. I'm putting barriers and entities that I'm developing by the words and the thoughts that I'm going through on this project when I shouldn't be. I should be very positive. Like Shot of Honey just wrote, reprogramming your subconscious. You have to reprogram your mind. You have to program it daily, every day, affirmations, positive thoughts, positive energy. You got to constantly talk to your mind because subconsciously your mind, in a lot of ways, if you have anything that's failed in the past, that fear is always going to rear its head up and kind of get in your mind like, nah, you sure you want to do that? This is what happened when you did this the other time. And it has nothing to do with maybe the project that you're working on. It could be a totally different subject, but that fear would jump back in your mind and be like, hey, remember you worked with that? That didn't work out that well. You sure you want to go through this? Or you did this and you lost all that money doing that. You sure you want to take that next chance? Fear. You're creating fear and a barrier to hold yourself back. That next step has to be that I'm going to find whatever it is to get my focus right and to make sure that I get forward into that next step, no matter what it is. So let's work on getting that next step. And the way to do that is find your itch. Find your itch. What is keeping you from working on your project? That's my question for you to ask yourself in the mirror. What is keeping you from working on your project? Why you don't feel that itch? Or why you don't feel that push yourself to do what you want to do? Because it's your project. It's your love, your baby. Why can't you feel the itch? Who is holding you back? Or who are you allowing to hold you back? Let me change that. Nobody can hold you back but you. So who are you allowing to hold you back to not feel that itch to get moving? Is it your parents, your boyfriend, your girlfriend? Is it the job that you're in? Is it your financial situation? Is it emotionally? Is it mentally? Is it physically? What barrier are you putting in front of yourself every day to stop yourself from feeling that itch to move to where your destiny is? A lot of people sitting up here in these 9-to-5 jobs that do not supposed to be in a 9-to-5 job. I'm sorry, you're not. There's people out here teaching kids that should not be teaching kids. You're not a teacher. Where you should have put your expertise was somewhere else. But you settled because you couldn't figure out what you wanted to do. And that's a lot of people. Trust me, I've done it. I know my father, I've known plenty of people. You settle into what you figure is going to get you money financially to pay bills or to make you feel comfortable or just to do what society's telling you have to do daily. That does not mean that's your destiny. That does not mean that's what God put you on this planet to do. He didn't. I mean, seriously, a lot of people don't understand your destiny is nowhere near a 9 to 5. Like I know now my destiny is not a 9 to 5. I'm not a 9 to 5 guy. Can I do it? Done it my whole life. Labor, corporate world, you name it, drove trucks. I've done it. But that wasn't for me. But it was a step to get to the next step. That was my itch. Working these jobs, I was just miserable because I knew this is not where I was supposed to be. I knew it. And a lot of people know it. You know it. It's hard to say, but it's tons of people that know you are not in the place you're supposed to be, but you're too afraid to step out and take that risk. We had a sacred circle this Sunday and we talked about that, the fear of stepping out and taking a risk. Do y'all not understand taking that risk might be the best thing for you in your life? Take the risk. What do you have to lose? And I'm going to say it like this. What do you have to lose when you already know what the 9 to 5 is offering you? You already know what your late bills are offering you now. You already know what that minimum wage that you're making now or whatever money you're making now. And I'm not saying everybody's making minimum wage. I'm just saying in general, you're not making what you deserve and what you should make. So if you already know that, why would you stay in that place? Why would you keep trying to do the same thing thinking you're going to get a different result when you already know what that means, right? If you are trying to do the same result, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry about the pause. It's not going to happen. That's insanity. That's the definition of it. So please find that itch and move the barrier out the way. Whatever's in your life, move it. Speak in existence everything that you want in your destiny now. I don't care how old you are. You could be 1 to 60. Age does not matter. I'm 40 years old. And for a while, I used to think, man, I'm getting older. I'm running out of time. No, I'm not. I'm just starting. I'm just getting going. Okay? The next one is what we just talked about. That's the beautiful thing. The next step for number 6, deconstruct your fears. Because I promise you, fear, man, that's the fear would kill everything in this world. And it has. Your dreams, your life, your love, whatever emotion you can think of, fear would kill it. Whatever thought you can think of, fear would kill it. Fear would scare you to even go to the bathroom to use the bathroom. If you're fearful enough that if I go in there and use that bathroom, something's going to happen to me. Because you're letting your mind control you when you're supposed to be what? Mastering your mind. So what is a mastermind? A person that masters their mind, right? So if we master our mind, there's nothing we can't manifest. There's nothing we can't manifest or have in this world. And especially in this physical world, nothing we can't manifest. Number 7 would be get you a partner. Find you an accountability partner. We talk about that in the sacred circle. Find you an accountability partner. Find you somebody that's on the journey as you. I'm not saying find somebody that's not holding up their end or that's not doing what they're supposed to do in the world. Find somebody that's striving to do what you're trying to do as far as improving their life and improving themselves. Y'all might not even be on the same journey. Y'all might not even be working on the same work or projects. But it's just the point of the motivation and the accountability to look after each other and check on each other. Hey, did you do your reading today? Good. Did you do your research today? Did you call that company that we talked about that you were supposed to work on? All right, you got to get on it now. Remember, we set a deadline. We said we need to get this done in the next 2 or 3 days, both of us. I'm working on mine, you working. It's accountability. But you cannot do that with somebody who's not consistent and who has no integrity and who's not trying to be the right person for themselves. Because you'll get let down every time. Every time. So find someone who will motivate you when you're lazy. Have a friend go to the gym with you. Even if they don't work out, maybe they'll sit there and pump you up and get you to work out. And in turn, guess what you're going to do? You might inspire them to start working out. Even if they don't. I've seen that happen multiple times. I've had some of my friends go work out with me and then they see me and be like, hey, dude, can you help me get started? Like, I know I don't work out. I've never done it, but I want to get started. I see you doing it and you make it seem like it's easy and this and that. And I have to let them know it's not easy, but it's a great muscle motivation for me physically and mentally, because when I go work out, I'm meditating in my mind. I'm manifesting what I want next. I'm not just sitting there, ooh, okay, got to pump this up. Ooh, push yourself. Push. I'm just talking to myself. What am I doing next? Okay, what is my next move when I get out of here? What am I doing business wise? Okay, I need to read this book. Okay, I'm thinking about what another way to motivate myself and to motivate the people. How can I do? You have to constantly be motivating yourself no matter what you're doing, okay? So make sure you have a friend. Our 8th one would be kickstart your day. Plan out something for tomorrow. Start planning the day before you go to bed. Plan something to do, whatever you're working on your project. Say the night before, say, look, okay, tomorrow, no matter what happens, no matter about the kids, I'm gonna make sure they get fed. I'm gonna make sure the house taken care of, whatever it is. And this is for women and men. Start right now, plot out an hour, 30 minutes to an hour every day that I'm going to kickstart myself. Whatever I'm working on, I'm going to work on my project. I'm going to work on my business. I'm going to work on my passion. I'm going to work on my love. I'm going to work on my self-love, self-care, self-education, self-improvement. I'm going to work on that for 30 minutes to an hour every day and be consistent. Don't let anything stop you. Set the boundaries up so that no matter what, when that time comes and your phone and that alarm goes off, oh, it's 6 o'clock. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. After I catch this live of All Warrior Fitness, I got work to do. I got 30 minutes from 6:30 to 7. I got work to do. I got to put in this work. Okay? So please, kickstart your day. Build that momentum, because small successes lead to bigger successes. Small steps lead to what? Bigger steps, right? My ninth thing for motivation would be, you need to start reading books. Like I was just telling you, self-help books, self-education books, motivational books. Listen to speakers. Get on your Audible or get on your Kindle and read a book, or your Audible and let it play in your mind as you're working on, no matter what you're doing. Let that motivation pump through you daily. Like I ride in my truck now and I rarely listen to regular music anymore. I'm steadily either listening to meditation music, motivational music. I'm on YouTube looking up more self-improvement, self-help, self-motivation, self-love, self-care, self-whatever improvement for me, because I want to continuously evolve. I don't want to stay in one place. Okay? And I promise you, you don't either. Once you start evolving and seeing more and seeing what this true world has to offer besides what you see every day, you wake up and go to work and come back home, I promise you it's going to motivate you to do so much more. It's going to push your mind, your heart, and everything to go. Say, man, I got to do more than this. I know I'm more than a 9 to 5. And I promise you, you are. So number 10 is going to be get the right tools to get yourself ready for these motivational every day. Your environment is one thing. It has a profound effect on your enthusiasm. If you're stressed at home, that will affect you. Okay? If something's going on at work that you don't like, that would affect you. Relationship, you and your husband, you and your wife, you and the kids, your parents, that will affect you. Your complete environment affects you daily, but only you allow it. You are in control of you. Only you can determine if you're going to allow that environment to lead you down this path or this path, or this path or this path. Like, it's so many different ways you can go in the day. But you need to control your energy, center yourself, ground yourself, and motivate yourself to stay on the right path daily, regardless of what's going on around you. Regardless if your coworker's getting on your damn nerves and you want to punch them in the face. Ignore them. I know that doesn't sound easy. It's not. Ignore them. It very much is to me, because they can't do anything for me. What that coworker eats is not going to make me go to the bathroom, if people understand what I mean by that. What she does has no effect on me unless I will allow it. Okay? And that's with everything in your environment. If you late to work, that was on you. Leave early. Don't get mad at the traffic. Don't get honking your horn mad at the person. Hey, man, I got to leave early. Plan ahead. Like, we frustrate ourselves so much when we don't have to. We really don't. Okay? Number 11, be careful with the small problems. I just spoke and led right into it. Just spoke about it. Don't let these small problems bother you. The worst killer of motivation is the small problems I just talked about. That's the worst killer, because it creates endless frustration. You stay frustrated. There's days, and I'm a Sagittarius, so my mind runs anyway, but there's days when I went through hell and pain and stuff from my past, and I allowed it to manipulate everything I was doing in my present because I was frustrated. I was letting all the small problems, all the small failures, anything that was little built up to eventually it got big. And once it got big, it created an even bigger mess, a bigger ball that I had to eventually de-escalate and figure out too. So monitor the small problems so that they don't lead to bigger ones. Because eventually when they get bigger, they get into the depression, or they get into more mental illnesses, or they get into health problems physically. Okay. So manage these small problems, reframe those problems to where you can fix them so they don't be bigger problems. Okay. Number 12 is develop a mantra or affirmations every morning. Something you can say. Find a few statements that focus your mind and motivate you every day, whatever it is. Find that quote. Go look up that quote that you feel resonates with you and your spirit and your heart and in your soul, and write it down. Keep it with you all the time. So anytime you feel like you needed some kind of motivation, pull that quote out. Matter of fact, write down 4 or 5 quotes. Take them with you. Keep them in your pocket. Put those sticky notes up at your job. Put them on your mirror in your house, in your bathroom, or on your mirror in your on your nightstand, anywhere in your room, so you can constantly be reminded of it. Put it downstairs on the refrigerator. Put it somewhere where you can see it. Your husband, wife can see it. Your kids, anybody can get motivation and use it. You got to use every tool you can to stay motivated daily. Okay, so find a mantra. Find something to write down. It doesn't matter whether they are pulled from a tacky motivational poster, a few words from anywhere. It doesn't matter. But please do it now. Find a mantra or find affirmations that you can speak to yourself daily. Positive and manifestations every day until it becomes second nature, that you wake up and you just start doing these things unconsciously, because that is you now. You have basically birthed and created your lifestyle and who you want to be. Our last one, which we talked about in the very beginning, and I'm going to bring it up again, is build on that success. Success creates success. When you've just won, it's easy to feel motivated about almost anything. Emotions tend to be situation specific. So a small win, whether it's a compliment, a colleague, or finishing 2/3 of your task before noon, can turn you into a juggernaut. And I'm going to even put it this way. This is going to sound crazy. You're going to laugh at me. You're probably like, man, how is that going to motivate me? I'm going to put it this way. Let's say you play a video game, and I'm going to take it from a child's point of view. I motivated my son. I told him, I said, all right, listen, I'm going to let you play this game. If you win 2 out of 3 games, then it should push you to do more for your homework, to do more for this and that. I said, but if you don't win those 2 out of 3 games, then you can't play it on the PlayStation for a week. Do you know how motivated he got to make sure he won 2 out of 3 games? He won those 2 out of 3 games. And from that point on, that motivated him to do anything and everything else. Oh, daddy, I'm about to go read. I'm going to go knock this out real quick. What else you got me to do? Okay, I got to go read. I got to go work on these words, my spelling words. Okay, I got that. So once I'm done, I get to go get back to playing a little bit, right? Or am I going to be working on something else? But the point of it, what I'm saying is, it got him to wake up. It motivated him. He got off of the game. He got out of, I want to play the game all the time, because he saw the game had a reward, but I tricked him with the reward in a sense. And I didn't really trick him. I just pushed him and motivated him to want to do more than just the game. To understand that you have the game, do all these things, the game going to be here, it's going to come back. But if you mess up on the game, it's not going to be there. And I know it's coming off probably a little weird the way I'm saying it, but I'm telling you, it worked. It worked. And I've done things with my daughter similar ways. Oh, you want to work on this? Okay, I need you to do this. Ooh, I can't do that. Yes, you can, baby. You can do this. If you can put that bracelet together that you want to sell to your friends in school every day, you work on bracelets every day, but you telling me you can't sit here and put this puzzle together, or you can't sit here and put this together for your schoolwork? And that's all I did. She was like, oh, you know what? You're right. Because I used to not be able to make them bracelets. And all of a sudden I did. I know I can do this schoolwork. Hold on, Dave. Let me get back on it. Let me focus again. Let me try again. It clicked. She knocked her work out in like 5 minutes, and she had been there for 30 minutes, getting frustrated, but she was frustrating herself. Do you know why? Because she was unmotivated to do the work. She wanted to go play. She wanted to go do something else. She wanted to go build or draw or make some fashion stuff. She was unmotivated. And that's my point when I'm giving this to y'all. Kids, we all, and adults, anybody, we get unmotivated very easily. The way we are right now in the world, we quit so easy. We quit. We're quitters. We give up. And it's not even being that it's hard. It's just we just stop doing things now. And I don't know why we do it, but we do. We give up. We stop pushing ourselves. We just lose that motivation. And these are the steps that can get you back into that motivation. And I'm going to give you my final thoughts for today. My final thought on this is, with all these tips that I've just shared with you, now you know what to do when you feel unmotivated. Find your passion and develop a positive mantra so when the next negativity time hits you again, you know how to stay positive and motivated, okay? And that's my time for today. I just wanted to get on here and speak to let you know motivation will get you so far in this world. Put one step in front of the other. Push yourself. Find something that's going to get you motivated. Whatever it is, find your what, your why, your how, your when, your where. Find it. Search for it. Meditate. Pray. Whatever you got to do, find it. Because if you don't, you're going to stay where you're at. And then you can't be mad at nobody else. You can't be mad at the life. You can't get upset at none of that because it's your choice. It's you. You determine whether you want your life to live a certain way or be this way. You want your kids' life this way or this way. You and your husband and wife this way or this way. We determine it, okay? So remove the barriers, remove whatever block it is, and let's motivate ourselves daily, okay? I love y'all. This is All Warrior Fitness. Y'all have a blessed day. Motivate. Affirmations, mantras every day. All right? Blessings.